In this video I'm going to narrate me making breakfast on April 13th. As you can see in this video, I'm starting out by toasting a few things in the toaster oven. You'll see what those are in just a minute. While I'm doing this in the background, I am mixing up an egg that I already put into a coffee cup in order to make it microwavable. I also add some milk, and then you hear the beeps of me putting it in the microwave. What's toasting is 2 pieces of bread and then a small bagel I'm intending to put the 1 egg on. I'm going to also add some cheese and butter. I realized after I took the toast out that I only had enough butter for 1 slice of toast and 1/2 of the bagel. Typically I would butter both sides of the bagel in order to make the egg sandwich a little bit more enjoyable. One side of the toaster oven seems to burn a little hotter than the other, so that piece of bread had already been toasted enough, and so you can sort of hear me in the background scraping the butter onto the bread. A noise that when sped up is a little bit odd. It's not exactly what I would expect to hear. Almost every time I open the toaster oven, I knock that one part of the bagel off of the toaster oven rack. Typically I might choose to toast the bread portion of my breakfast on a tray, but I didn't feel like getting out some tinfoil to cover up our extremely disgusting tray. A while back someone must have cooked something gross on it, and then someone else cooked something gross on top of that, and it's just gotten to the point where it's unusable unless you put tinfoil on top of it. Interestingly enough, I looked up how exactly you're supposed to heat up a hot dog in the toaster oven because I was curious to see what people online said. And they said very specifically that you're not supposed to put tinfoil on because it can damage the toaster oven. I don't think my toaster oven is damaged at all, but I could be wrong. So as you can see, if you microwave egg in a fairly wide coffee cup, it's pretty perfect for these mini bagels that you can get pretty much anywhere. I find the sound of me grating the cheese to be pretty enjoyable also. I also like how fast it comes out. This is 2.5 times sped up, but it comes out pretty quick out of the back end of the grater. One little piece of cheese got mixed in with the peanut butter there, and I decided to eat it. Couldn't taste the peanut butter, couldn't taste the cheese. It was too small to really taste anything. I just kind of swallowed it, basically. Regardless, the sounds in this video are interesting to me, but I think the process of what I'm doing here is also interesting. Don't tell anyone, but I used an item in the refrigerator that was not probably technically mine, although there's questionable ethics in terms of what everything is, in terms of whose stuff is whose in the refrigerator. It's a gray area in some instances. I'm putting everything away here, and notice I don't do this particularly efficiently. I've already put a few things in the refrigerator while things were toasting. I open the refrigerator here, put the cheese away, close it, forget that, and then I have to open it again. For some reason I like to think in the morning and as much as possible choose not to open the refrigerator multiple times. So now that I put my bread away, I have everything laid out, and I take one final shot of my breakfast.